Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Es tiempo para tomar un cafecito, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Calentito. Al final del día, venir caminando desde casa donde yo vivo hasta aquí contra el viento. Bueno, no contra el viento, pero en realidad llegué añorando una taza de café. Ya la segunda taza de café, porque en mi casa tomé uno. Muy buenos días. Good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's always a pleasure to bid you good morning and to wish you the best for today. Today is the 18th of November. Hoy es el 18 de noviembre and it's exactly 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning, Belize. We're transmitting live from Trial Farm, right smack here in Trial Farm, on the outskirts of Trial Farm, and we're transmitting live through on your television station, Channel 10, which permits us to view in all the villages in Orange Walk and also the surrounding areas in Orange Walk. I gathered that also we are being viewed across our borders, which is right across from the Rio Hondo. They call us and they tell us, ¿sabes qué? Te veo cada día. Good morning, muy buenos días. And you're also perhaps viewing us through channel cable provider. If you're living perhaps in Dangriga or Hopkins or San Ignacio or wherever, we have arrangements with signal providers throughout this country. Very good morning to all of you. We begin our program with a prayer, as we always do. Father, we want to thank you for everything that you do for us. We want to thank you for all that you give us, all the blessings that you give us. You've created this world for us. You've put us here in charge. You've given us life. You're giving us good health. You give us strength. Father, thank you because all of these things permit us to be able to utilize our strength and to use our best efforts to create a stable life for each other. Good Lord, we ask you to help us throughout this week, so we don't have any violence, so we don't have tomorrow is a holiday and a lot of festivities are going to be going on. I'm asking you, Lord, for peace, for tranquility, so people can be more considerate of others, people can be more respectful of others, people can be more sensitive to others and embrace common good manners, which a lot of us lack. Lord, we thank you for everything. We pray. We pray for also all those people that are sick, those people that are going through difficult times. We ask you, Father, to help these people so that they may be able to find comfort and solace. And for all of us, Lord, that we may have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend with our families and our friends, and that we can be more considerate of each other. We can be more sensitive to each other. We can be more generous to each other and more loving to each other, rather than thinking only of ourselves and keeping everything for ourselves. Father, thank you. We bless you. Amen. Buenos días, compañeros. Si nos acaban de sintonizar, muy buenos días. This is the public weather forecast for today, Friday, the 16th of November. And this report, generated at 6 o'clock in the morning, describes the general situation as follows. A high pressure ridge will support mainly fair and mild weather today and tonight. the 24-hour forecast, mostly sunny today with little or no rainfall. Partly cloudy tonight with light isolated showers over the coast. Yesterday I explained what is a high pressure ridge, what is a high pressure system. A high pressure system, and that explains why we're going to be mostly sunny today with little or no rain, because it's descending air upon the earth, which means that it suppresses the formation of clouds. And versus a low pressure system that has rising air, and it permits then evaporation to happen, and obviously the formation of clouds. This is quite contrary to a low pressure system, because a low pressure system, well, at least in the northern hemisphere, is what generally is what causes bad weather. Today we have beautiful clear skies. Beautiful clear skies. I'm not telling you that it might not be cloudy during the rest of the day. Eventually, warmth will set in and we will have the formation of some clouds. It says mild weather today and tonight, mostly sunny today with little or no rain, partly cloudy tonight with light isolated showers over the coast. The winds northeast 5 to 15 knots, the sea stay choppy to moderate. There are no advisories, and just quickly telling you that DAD's Invest 90L still remains as a point of interest, but it does not currently pose any threat to the country of Belize. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is cloudy at times, with a chance of a few showers mainly over the coast. The temperatures, the highs for today along the coast 84, inland 87, and in the hills 73 degrees. The lows for tonight along the coast 73 degrees, inland 65, and up in the hills 59 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides, there's a low tide. There was a low tide 5 minutes ago at 7:05. There will be a high tide at 1:22 this afternoon. There will be another low tide at 6:31 and another high tide at 12:44 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 6 o'clock exactly, and the sun sets at 16 minutes after 5. And the moon sets tonight at 10:02, and the moon rises at 9:44 a.m. I imagine that would be tomorrow morning. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Este es el reporte del tiempo para hoy, viernes 18 de noviembre. Este reporte generado a las 6 de la mañana indica la situación general de siguiente forma. Un sistema de alta presión está manteniendo buen tiempo sobre nuestra área y está causando que tengamos tiempo fresco hoy durante el día y por la noche. Para las siguientes 24 horas, en definido bastante soleado hoy, con poca o nada de lluvia. Si es que tenemos cielos parcialmente nublados, hoy por la noche los vamos a tener con chubascos ligeros, pero sobre la costa. Los vientos del noreste de 5 a 15 nudos. El estado del mar agitado a moderado. No tenemos ninguna advertencia y continúo diciéndoles, compañeros, que ese sistema de baja presión ahí por Nicaragua sigue estando ahí y no se está pronosticando ningún tipo de desarrollo y tampoco se está pronosticando que sea una amenaza para el país de Belice. En realidad no presenta la amenaza y se espera de que se va a ir por otro lado, gracias a Dios. Para mañana, sábado y sábado por la noche, nublado por momentos con la posibilidad de unos chubasquitos, pero esencialmente sobre la costa. El resto del país, nada, limpio. Y las temperaturas por la costa, las altas, 84 por la costa, en el interior 87, por las colinas únicamente 73 grados. Las bajas por la costa 73, en el interior del país 65 y por las colinas 59 grados. Las mareas, una marea baja sucedió hace poco, a las 7:05. Una marea alta sigue a la 1:22. Y luego una otra marea baja a las 6:31 hoy por la tarde. Y luego otra marea alta a las 12:44 mañana sábado. El sol salió hoy a las 6 de la mañana. El sol se oculta hoy por la tarde a las 5:16. La luna se oculta a las 10:02 hoy por la noche y sale de nuevo a las 9:44 mañana por la mañana. Y le damos las gracias a Forecaster Rudon y también a nuestros patrocinadores, a quien debo mencionar, el honorable Gaspar Vega y su familia. Muy buenos días, el señor Germán Vega y su familia. Muy buenos Albion Transportation y también, obviamente, a Youth Collection Man y esta estación de televisión. Compañeros, cuando son las 7:14, vamos a tomar una pausa. Hoy tenemos invitados. Hoy tenemos a personal de BMDC con nosotros y también vamos a tener a otros invitados donde vamos a estar celebrando la cultura garífuna. No se vayan, tenemos un show muy bueno para ustedes, así que no se vayan, estamos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Johnny Briceño and the PUP went to Belmopan to declare all their assets to the National Assembly. But did they declare everything? Yes, Johnny, bring back the people's money.
Listen up, Belize. Digicel will be launching its brand new 4G LTE network in December of this year. But to enjoy the super fast LTE mobile data speeds, you are going to need three things. First, you will need an LTE capable device, band 2 or 17. If you're not sure whether your device is LTE capable, you can simply check your phone settings. And if you plan on getting a new phone, be sure to ask if the phone is LTE capable and has the right band, 2 or 17. The second step is to change your old SIM card to the new USIM to be able to experience maximum LTE speeds. Beginning November, BTL will swap out the USIMs free of charge for everyone who has a 4G LTE device. All SIM cards will continue to work as per usual, but you won't be able to enjoy the full 4G LTE experience. And the last step? Well, the last step is to get a data plan. Whether you're a prepaid or a postpaid customer, we have plans to suit you. So no one has to miss out on the Digicel 4G LTE revolution. So, LTE capable device, USIM card, data plan. Let's get ready for the December launch.
Mr. Briseño claims that he wants to imprison anyone named in immigration wrongdoing.
Once we get into government, we are going to go through this, and anybody that can be held criminally liable, we are going to hold them liable, and if they have to go to jail, they are going to go to jail. Enough is enough.
But even your name is there. I for recommending a visa. I said, international person, I can't.
I have no
but it's there in the visa one. That's my point. It's in the visa one. I think I saw it once. I saw it.
I did that. I don't remember ever. Please show me the page.
Are Johnny and the PUP ready to lead?
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Penquevejo Marshalek Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG indoor court and multipurpose facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macal River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Asking yourself, where can you find quality Belizean made products? The Belize Shop is the place to be. So come one, come all to the #1 stop for Belizean made products. Located at 23 Lovers Lane, Orange Rocktown, the Belize Shop, where you can find an assortment of jams, jellies, pepper sauces, cooking oils, honeys, seasonings, ketchup, cleaning detergents, and much more quality Belizean made products. Remember, buy made in Belize products. The Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, serving the local farmers, producers, and agro-processors of Belize.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Cuando son las 7:23, I would like to mention that we're going to take a short second break here, just to give our guests some time to settle down and to make themselves ready. But Checky, good to have you in this segment. Good morning and good to have you in this segment.
Good morning. Boite binafi.
Don't the boite binafi me? Because I don't understand what you say.
Boite binafi, boite fedo namole. Boite binafi,
and they would say, la tuya por las dudas.
Boite fedo namole.
What does that mean?
Happy Garifuna Settlement Day. Happy fiesta. Happy celebration.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize then.
But you know, today, yes, good morning to all our viewers, all the listeners. Yes, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, sir.
Boite Fedo Martinez. You know, so many years ago, Emmanuel, I don't know exactly, I don't really got it right up on me, but these were when the Garinagos, the Garifunas were on the waters, paddling to reach a destination.
Yesterday we made a review of it. I think it's 1802 when they arrived.
Okay, they put the waters this time because the arrival was on the 19th.
Yes.
And today is the 18th.
Today is the 18th.
Yeah. But I have this announcement and I want to see if you could share it, pa? That announcement right there that we want to share for the family that sent that announcement there. We want to share it with our viewers so that they can know about the passing of this young man, and the funeral service will be held today. So
certainly.
If you could go through that.
Certainly. It is with deep regret that the Hyde family announces the death of Derwin Carlton Hyde, better known as Cali or Cripple. Derwin is survived by his mother, Mrs. Ayanti Hyde, father, Mr. Maurice Hyde, sisters, Mrs. Merle Hyde Dillett, and Mrs. Paula Hyde Dawson, brothers Maurice Hyde Jr., Wayne Hyde, Paul Hyde, and Dwayne Hyde. Aunts, Mrs. Bernice Herrera, Miss Marjorie Hyde, Mrs. Louise Shepard, Mrs. Clementina Vaccaro, and Miss Juanita Sampson. Uncles, Mr. Ines Mitchell and Noel Hyde. Many nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends. Funeral services for the late Derwin Hyde will be Friday, which is today, the 18th of November, at the Evangelical Bible Chapel in Orange Walk Town. The body will be in Line State at 1 o'clock this afternoon for services at 2 p.m. And I'd like to mention that there will be no wake, or there was no wake, really. The repast will follow at the family home at 116 Riverside, Orange Walk Town. May he rest in peace. Derwin Carlton Hyde, born July 28, 1968. He was barely 32,
very young man.
16, 48 years old. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, and our condolences to the family.
I'd like to send our condolences on behalf of, personally and on behalf of the staff and management of Channel 10 to the Hyde family on your loss.
All right. So a lot of things that happen right now, a lot of celebration that come up, especially for this Garifuna Settlement Day, and later on we'll be having some brothers and sisters in here to talk to us. I understand the last time you talked about it, you promised me if we bring the drums, you will dance, and the drums are beat this morning. So no kind, you don't mention nothing because that don't set already, and Maurice got it for recording. So if you say them, I say so, I tell Maurice to keep playing. So you will dance today, and we'll have fun, right? We'll have fun today. So no kind of stress, no kind of timing, but we want to wish all the children of the world as well, Emmanuel, Happy Children's Day.
It's today?
You're right. Today is Happy Children's Day. You know, you used to observe in Belize in the month of March.
In the month of March, generally 3rd of March for first.
Right, but they move it to November because that's when it's celebrated all over the world. Okay. And we want to say good morning to Gian and Shanir. Hope they enjoy their special day. They're all the way there in Santa Clara.
What activities are there today to celebrate the children?
Usually they have their school activities. Different schools have their different programs that they do.
Okay, just a question. I know that Teacher Guerra died. Was she buried yesterday, or is she supposed to be buried today?
I saw a funeral procession yesterday, but I'm not sure if that.
Because I was with somebody yesterday who was reading a a note saying that at some school, and I'm not saying which school, but that the activities for the afternoon for that particular class or something had been cancelled due to the due to this funeral services, and so I'm thinking that perhaps it is today.
Yeah, well,
anybody can clear this up for us, please do.
Yeah, give a call Helen and tell we call Helen neighbor. Emmanuel, we know that right now that the biggest internet provider in the country, I believe, which is Belize Telemedia Limited, they are embarking on their 4G LTE. But for some reason, most people are having difficulty using the internet these days. The internet is down and up, and sometimes it's going a little
Well,
slow.
for the very same reason, I imagine, and I don't not have this for sure, that they're working on the system, trying to accommodate the new system.
Right.
And obviously, there will be moments when the system is down or out completely, very simply because they're doing maintenance work.
Yeah, so when I want to make people feel like the internet will disappear. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Teki.
Morning, Delcia.
Today I'm buried the teacher.
Oh, that today at funeral?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks very much for that information.
Thank you, Dance.
Hey,
Yeah.
since you're there,
And I want to wish my granddaughter and happy birthday. I want to wish my daughter, my two daughters as well. They are still my children, right?
yeah, Delcia pick me.
Yes. Look, they're whole. They're still my picnic.
Okay, good then. Everybody so happy today, man.
Yes, I always happy. Once I wake up good and alive, thank God, I'm happy.
All right. You don't hear that time the funeral and be today, right?
Yeah, I going to Taliwan, yeah.
Okay, so the one for the teacher is today as well.
Yes, they are 3, I think.
Okay, thanks very much, Delcia.
And you guys have a wonderful day.
You too, Dels. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
You see, we have our viewers on,
Faithful.
Yeah, faithful.
And not only viewers, but people who always are willing to participate in the show.
Right, and I receive a message here that says, La Immaculada will not have Children's Day today until next week due to the funeral service of the teacher.
That's exactly what I meant.
You hit it. You're smart, you know. But don't try play smart. I try to put anything and dance is smart. That not cut out, okay, what you do. And you talk astronomy by yourself this morning, it also make it worse. So when the Hudut has not come, I don't think I can space for more. Maybe
Who did bring Hudut?
Hudut the car.
Hudut the car, all right. Whoever named Hudut.
Yeah, Emmanuel, so maybe because of the setting up of the new system, probably we're having those glitches because I have been trying to activate portable MiFi system. The MiFi is working perfectly. The device is working perfectly.
Oh, so it did crank up. It did charge. And
I think it was done and it needed like an overnight charge to boot it up. So it's working. The device is working, but the system, I was told that even if you purchase the data, you might not be able to use it because the system is down. And when you purchase it, it doesn't communicate with the device. And I spoke to a representative from the telephone company yesterday, and she told me that yes, some of them are coming up, but not all. But because of the same thing, like you mentioned, the probability might be because of the new system that will be kicking in. The new.
Now, let me just ask you one thing, and this is, I'm not being advocates for one and trying to bring down the other, because this is just purely a question, a point of interest, a general question. But BTL began its 4G, thank you very much, its 4G introduced its 4G system some time ago.
Right.
And then Smart introduced a different level of 4G. I think it would be the LTE.
Yeah, right.
And now they were saying, okay, the 4G that BTL is offering is no comparison to the one that Smart is offering. Those So BTL now is offering the LTE series, the LTE. Is there any difference with what BTL is going to offer now and the one that Smart has been offering?
Well, asking that question, I'm not so cyber.
I'm throwing this question out to people.
Yeah, to people. I understand that the LTE service works on your portable devices. You know, it gives you more accessibility when you're using your portable devices on the road. So it not necessarily means that your home computer, your laptop will kick in with a LTE. I understand, I'm not sure. Somebody told me that it's like for your portable devices when you're on the road, you get better access, they work better, you get more speed. But I'm not sure when it comes compared to the one that Smart has launched out, compared to the one that BTL has launched out. I'm not sure what's the difference.
Yeah, because these are questions that people currently have.
Yeah, people need to know.
These are questions people currently have. Because I'll be honest with you, sorry BTL, but your system stinks sometimes, and I do understand the reason why you have to upgrade, and I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that your system is much better than what you're currently offering, and I'm sure it's going to be, but also a clear distinction from what the competition is offering as well, so you can have that edge, that competitive edge over. It's not about offering the same, it's about being better.
Right.
And being to justify people's choices and say, tell you what, I go with the better one.
Right.
So prove to me that you're the better one.
Yeah, because it's a competition and there's only 2 providers that provide these services in the country of Belize. But you know that it's not all devices that will work on the LTE
No,
service.
because I get it that my iPhone, well, I would have to buy another chip to make it compatible with 4G LTE, you know, and blah, blah, blah. So it has to be a 4G LTE compatible device. So, well, it's a thing and a half when you have to be, just for the sake of having a new 4G LTE, I will do away with all my telephone.
If you want to connect to the service.
That's if you
want.
want.
But if you want to stay on the same existing service, you still can stay on the same existing service. It's not that you have to.
No, it's not that you have to. No. But you know, we like to be keeping up with the Joneses. And even for tie with belly for buying a new phone, which I don't agree with. But it generally is like that.
I understand the folks in Piney are already enjoying the LTE service. Yeah, I understand. That's what they told me at Telemedia last week, that Piney, the LTE service has launched.
No, how you know so much about Piney? Huh?
Why? A lot of people live there. You got a lot of people that took Martinez.
Yes. It's like they say, with a relative, you know, but we're far.
Yeah, because they want the way and you there. By the time you left, you have to go there. One day gone. But now you better because you got good highway. So you can left at 10 o'clock in the morning and by what? 2-3 down there, Penny.
Yes.
I'll make with them. Bring on with first set, I guess, this morning.
Certainly. I see them all calmaditos, yeah, so bring them on.
Yeah, and we know a lot of people into this Cyber Monday and this Black Friday and things like that. The People Store is having a Black Friday day today. You can go there too, not because I say Black Friday, you can't go there. It's a sale, a type of sale. You know, so they have.
They're only for black people.
Yeah, they have a Black Friday sale today at the People Store, and they are closed tomorrow because tomorrow is Garifuna Settlement Day, so they will be closing tomorrow. And remember, Mr. Castillo was here, and he said that from 5:30 today to 8, you could start to go sign up that Tropic Gas.
You could get you can get the promotions that normally you'd be able to get only on the 19th.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to get it from 5:30 today.
To 8.
So you can go to Tangriga, you can go to St. Bite, you can go to Hopkins tomorrow morning, and will not regret having left early and figured that you missed out on the deals because you can go there from 5:30 this afternoon and get your best deals.
And that's at Tropigas.
And that's at Tropigas.
So we'll be having the BDMC coming on. They'll be doing a discussion of their sale. They're having a sale today, a Black Friday sale today. So they'll be talking about that. Then after that, we'll be having a group of Garifuna brothers and sisters coming in to talk about the culture and to talk about the celebration.
Generally, Black Friday comes in the Friday after Thanksgiving in the States.
Yeah, so next week is the... Because
that's the original thing. That's the original Black Friday when you'd be better off staying home rather than going to the malls because the malls are filled with people.
And if you need to purchase,
literally,
online.
literally, you barely have any space. And if you plan to go to, say, the food court at one of the malls, and this is regardless of where you go to, you have to wait hours to get attention.
Everything is packed.
Everything is packed.
Yeah.
But if you so desire, and a lot of people go to the States only for Black Friday, because you get fantastic deals.
Especially on electronics.
Especially on electronics. Places like...
you know, they used to have this big store, Circuit City, but Circuit City don't exist anymore. They got this one, Best Buys.
Best Buys.
You go to Best Buys, you go to Walmart and those places.
You go to Walmart, go to Kmart, go to all of these places, and you go like TVs and so forth. 50-60% off. So generally, if you're paying $500 for a TV, you're gonna get it for $175 that day.
And Thanksgiving is
that's next week Thursday.
The last Thursday in the month of November.
In the month of November.
Well, on that note, folks, we will take a break and not touch that dial because we're going to see how Emmanuel dance this morning and eat the hudud and enjoy everything for the 19th of November.
Now, if it came from me, that would be a fact.
Well, Morris got a clip, you know.
All right, Morris has that clip, okay. All right.
So we got the folks
let's get
Belize Marketing
Emil and Daimainoff
coming up. So let's take a break, folks. Yep. Let's take a break.
With BTL, paying is easy, rewarding is free, especially when you pay early. All BTL and Digicel postpaid customers who pay their bill 5 days before the due date will be entered into our grand raffle to get a chance to win a 55-inch HD TV, courtesy of Quartz Belize, and 1 year free high-speed internet service. Drawing date December 23rd. Plus, 5 lucky customers will win $100 free credit every month until the final drawing. Visit the office to update your account information, and you can also get extra chances to win. We want you to win, so pay early and get into the raffle. Paying is easy, rewarding is free, only with BTL.
BTL, it's all about you.
Oh my God, like seriously. Right away.
Get the lowest rates to more cell, business, and home phones on the country's largest network.
My credit lasts longer, so I could keep up to date.
Belize. Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Across the country, development and transformation continue under this government. The new Guanacaste roundabout at the junction of the Hummingbird and the George Price highways is complete and one to be proud of. The George Price Highway is being rehabilitated from the Belmopan Junction to Benque Viejo. There will be a new baking pot bridge and upgrade of the Caracol Road. Also, the new Macal River bypass and bridge will be completed by March 2017. In the Belize district, the work has already started from the Hallover Bridge to the Philip Golson Airport, and funding has now been secured for the new link road to span the Belize River, starting from behind Gentrack and coming out at Mile 8 on the George Price Highway. A $40 million UK grant has been secured for the paving and the lining of the coastal road and construction of new bridges. Under this same grant, the Philip Golson Highway will be improved between Orange Walk and Corozal. This government continues to work for the development of Belize. Your vision, our mission.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 7:45. That means that it's a quarter before 8 o'clock. We continue with our show this morning and with our first set of guests this morning. Immediately to my left, I have Ms. Daima Sanchez, who is the Marketing and Sales Officer at BMDC. And then second to my left, I'd like to present Mr. Emil Usher, who is the Belize Shop Coordinator. Good morning and welcome to the show. Daima, good morning.
Good morning.
Emil, good morning.
Good morning,
welcome
Manuel.
to the show. Daima, I remember the last time you were here, you spoke extensively about what the BMDC is and what it does. But perhaps some people may have forgotten, and perhaps some people who were watching us then are not watching us now. Can you give us some sort of idea as to what BMDC does, which I believe is Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, right? Can you give our audience
Good morning.
some sort of...
Good morning to all televiewers and radio listeners. BMDC, prestigiously known as the Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, was established under the Chapter 281 according to the substantive laws of Belize. From its creation up to 2003, it concentrated in the milling of rice from the Toledo farmers, and thereafter, for us to fulfill the mandate, the corporation diversify in the marketing and distribution of other products and commodities. What BMDC does, right? What we do, we help the economic development of our country in ensuring food security. We also assist in the enhancement of product development. We also have the responsibility to identify local products all over the country, and we also work in a friendly environment and a sustainable, viable basis.
Okay,
Very
so that
short
pretty much
view of the
recaps
BMDC.
what BMDC is. I remember some time ago that BMDC was essentially what we call the marketing board. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. And it was a place where you used to go to and get all the basic grains, your rice, your beans, your corn, your sugar, your stuff like that, because it was one way of ensuring, like you said, food supply. Okay? And also creating some sort of what would it be, support to the local farmers where they can immediately sell their products, and rather than it being sold directly to the wholesalers. Emil, you are in charge of what is called the Belize Shop, which is pretty much an extension of the BMDC.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And you are the coordinator for the Belize Shop. The last time you did expound to us, but kindly remind us.
Yes, good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning, televiewers. Good morning, radio listeners, and to the people watching and streaming live on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Good morning to you all. My name is Emil Usher. I'm the coordinator of the Belize Shop, as mentioned. What we do, the Belize Shop is a one-stop location for promoting and marketing quality Belizean-made products only. As part of the mandate as DEMA said of the BMDC is to assist the local farmers, producers, and agro-processors of Belize. Hence the reason a unit was created under the BMDC called the Belize Shop.
Mm-hmm. And this is promoting everything Belizean.
Locally produced, that is correct.
And there you will find a concentration mostly of spices. And
yes, we have an assortment of
jams and
From cleaning, from food products, we have
required for a product to be export ready.
yes, I understand. Yes. I understand that perfectly. I was making quick reference very simply to a local company that has already done its first exportation to Guatemala, has already fulfilled all the basic requirements from the authorities, and I don't think that they are gearing their product for local consumption. It's really for foreign consumption, because it's a high-end product. It's a very high-end product, top of the line product. But I'd like to ask you one specific question. What is it you do mostly during the course of the week? Come Monday, what's a day like? Because you spoke about the business, what you do, this and the other, but we'd like to know what are the business goals? Excuse me, just 1 minute. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Hello, Mr.
Buenos días.
Put me the song, One Little Finger.
I'm sorry?
Put the song, the One Little Finger.
For the song.
I'm sorry. This is the Sugar City Morning Show?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's the wrong number, I believe. What are the business goals for the BMDC?
Well, the main functions, the daily functions are the distribution. Is the distribution in retail and wholesale.
Okay, talk to me more slowly there as to, I am a local beans producer.
Beans producer.
Bean. Do you deal in beans? Red kidney beans?
No.
What do you deal in? Corn?
Rice.
Rice, okay. I am a local, you deal in corn?
No corn.
You deal in rice?
Rice.
Okay. I'm a local rice producer. Okay. I grow my rice. Why do I have to sell it to you? Or will you be interacting with me? Will you be purchasing my product? Talk to me more about how the BMDC is going to affect my business.
There are two ways. As we could go to you, you could come to us. But many times we approach the local producers and.
So let's put this in scenario. You come to me then and you say, Mr. Martinez, I noticed that you are a rice producer. I'm just talking here to put it al grano. I'm just going to be basic so people can understand. Because many times, people don't understand. So I'm a local rice producer. I have 1,000 acres. I produce a lot of rice. And you would come to me and you'd say, I'd like to buy your rice. Is that what you...
We have to prepare the product. We have to prepare the product. We have to make sure it's a high quality product and have a packaging and have a labeling for us to...
Oh, because rice already has a standard in place.
Right? Yes, now as the public is aware, rice isn't really sold per sacks anymore. They're already packaged.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's a standard.
There's a standard for the rice.
For the importation and for the distribution of rice.
Yes, but what we do, we normally facilitate the distribution for the producers as well. But in reference to your question, I think the sole rice farmer would mostly need to contact the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay. My question is very simple. Why do I have to go to BMDC? Why can I comply with all my requirements? Why can't I go to 123 People Store and sell my product direct?
Well, you can. No one's stopping you. But to seek further assistance, I mean, one person can't do a job. Well, they can, but if you have more than one person assisting you, I mean, you would cover more ground in less time. So what the BMDC does is we assist in the marketing aspect and the distribution.
Okay, so I don't really have to go to the BMDC.
No, you don't really have to, but
the BMDC can therefore help me in marketing my product.
It's a corporation that helps assist the local producers in the marketing and the distribution.
Marketing and distribution, okay. All right, so you buy in bulk? You buy, say, wholesale. You buy big amounts so that in turn you can market and you can distribute to the retailers. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What are the products that you deal with? You deal with corn? I mean rice.
We deal. The products that we deal with, right, is rice, jam, jelly, squash, cleaning products, Beaumont, Green Clean, Fibers, Amarabe.
But that's at the Belize shop.
Yes, at the Belize shop.
What about the Belize Marketing Development Corporation?
The Belize.
The wholesale department.
The wholesale onions.
Okay, so let me just quickly write down. You deal in onions. You deal in rice.
Onions for the wholesale.
Yes.
Onions.
Potatoes.
Potatoes, not really. Potatoes we don't have.
Okay, so you deal in onions and rice. Okay.
That's the wholesale, and then the retail in the Belize shop are the cleaning products, Beaumont, Green Clean. The seasoning, we have Amarabes, Fibers. We also have honey, coconut oil. We have jam, jelly, squash, handmade crafts. We have brooms, a variety and an assortment of local products that we have in the Belize shop.
Okay, so in the wholesale department, you only deal in onions and rice for the moment.
Onions and rice.
We deal with sugar as well.
Sugar.
You deal with sugar as well. Okay, so you don't deal with beans anymore.
But the way how the wholesale department is, as mentioned, the Belize Shop is a unit under the BMDC to assist the local farmers in distribution and marketing, and we also use the wholesale department to distribute these. Let's say if a store owner would be interested in a case of jams or jellies or pepper from Curzal for that matter, we use the wholesale department and our distribution trucks to actually sell to the wholesaler.
So you use the resources from within?
Yes, from within the BMDC.
To take care of those
That is correct.
customers.
That is correct. Because what we do is we not only gain exposure of the quality locally produced goods, but we also assist the producers in boosting sales through our wholesale department and now the retail department called the Belize Shop.
Okay, great. So at the end of the day, what you're doing here is that you buy onions and you buy rice and you buy sugar from the producers.
Exactly.
You keep within your warehouse and then you find customers for these products.
Yes, as you are aware, that we have a certain supply of commodities for the year that local farmers produce, and that is how we make contact with these people and we assist them in the marketing aspect.
Okay, all right, good. Talking about the Belize Shop, I gather that today has been officially declared Black Friday by the Chamber of Commerce. Just the news you gave me, Emil, right?
Yes, that is
Am I
correct.
right?
That is correct, Emmanuel.
I'm like parrot right now, repeating exactly what Emil told me. But I trust that he's giving me correct information. And that means that you have a lot of promotions.
Today is a good day. Today is a even better day. I mean, every day is a good day once we wake up and have breath in life and we're healthy. But knowing that today is Black Friday, November the 18th, the BMDC would like to give back to its valued customers, and with an effort to further promote the local products, we're offering 5 to 10% discount on local products. You can either visit the depot at 23 Lovers Lane, where you can see an array of quality Belizean made products.
23 Lovers. Do you have a phone number?
Yes, that's at 302
1581.
1581. Yes, and you can give us a call. As mentioned, if you would like to order any wholesale packages, we also have a salesperson and our distribution trucks to reach you on that.
So at the end of the day, there's where today you can get. And I gather that the prices are already good.
Yes, because as you know, as all our segments on the morning show here at Channel 10, the Belize Shop is already known for its all-time low prices, Emmanuel.
Yes.
And now being said that it's Black Friday, I mean, you have a rebate on a rebate.
So, guys, this is a perfect opportunity for those people who want to buy gifts, for those people your loved ones who live abroad and who like the Marie Sharps and who like the local jams and so forth. Go over to the Belize Shop, right on Lovers Lane, and take advantage of their Black Friday sales. You will be surprised. You will be pleasantly surprised, and to know the prices. And I'm sure, take money with you. Not gonna broke. All right?
It doesn't really have to be all that much.
Take advantage of the super prices, because Emil correctly said it. They're already known for their low prices, and they're giving you on top some extra discount. So take the opportunity. Take the opportunity. You have some jams, locally produced jams. Talk to us more about the different types of jams and jellies that you have.
Okay.
And the producers.
Perfect. As we speak, at the Belize Shop, we carry a Belizean homemade jam that is produced by one Miss Clarita Molina from Cayo, 7 miles.
What flavor is it?
They have different flavors. They have pineapple,
so many flavors.
Pineapple, papaya, mango, guava, and so forth. They even have a tomato salsa, locally produced tomato salsa. They have cucumber relishes and so forth. Locally produced products every day, Monday to Friday.
And you don't have to go in Chedraui go buy jam with smokers.
Oh no, I mean,
you can get it right here.
I mean, get value for dollar. Visit the Belize shop. All-time low prices, and even worse today, even better today, we have a rebate on rebates.
And we're going to be talking more about all those rebates that are available at the Belize shop. But first, our director is telling us that we need to go on a break, so we'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back talking more about that.
Listen up, Belize. Digicel will be launching its brand new 4G LTE network in December of this year. But to enjoy the super fast LTE mobile data speeds, you are going to need 3 things. First, you will need an LTE capable device, band 2 or 17. If you're not sure whether your device is LTE capable, you can simply check your phone settings. And if you plan on getting a new phone, be sure to ask if the phone is LTE capable and has the right band, 2 or 17. The second step is to change your old SIM card to the new USIM to be able to experience maximum LTE speeds. Beginning November, BTL will swap out the USIMs free of charge for everyone who has a 4G LTE device. All SIM cards will continue to work as per usual, but you won't be able to enjoy the full 4G LTE experience. And the last step? Well, the last step is to get a data plan. Whether you're a prepaid or a postpaid customer, we have plans to suit you. So no one has to miss out on the Digicel 4G LTE revolution. So, LTE capable device, USIM card, data plan. Let's get ready for the December launch.
Mr. Briceño claims that he wants to imprison anyone named in immigration wrongdoing.
Once we get into government, we are going to go through this, and anybody that can be held criminally liable, we are going to hold them liable, and if they have to go to jail, they are going to go to jail. Enough is enough.
But even your name is there. I for recommending a visa. I said international person. I can't. But it's there in the visa one. That's my point. It's in the visa one. I think it's I saw it once. I saw it.
I did not. I don't remember ever. Please show me the page.
Are Johnny and the PUP ready to lead?
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Penquevejo Marshallek Football Stadium is under construction, and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG indoor court and multipurpose facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
We're here with Ms. Daima Sanchez and with also with Mr. Emil Usher, who are both representative personnel from the Belize Marketing and Development Corporation. And in particular, we're highlighting the specials at the Belize shop. A little while ago, I asked you a little bit more because sometimes we fall victim to very simply giving scanning reports of what we have, and then many times we don't impress our audience enough because we don't go into the details. I'm inviting you to go into some sort of detail as to the kind of products that you have there. You already spoke in length about some of the jams, and I really didn't know that you all had all of these jams available there.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm sure that people out there are just as surprised as I am. And secondly, will make every effort to visit you. Okay? Which other products do you have that you'd like to talk more about and in depth, in length?
Okay, just to stress a little bit more on our Black Friday promotions, 5 to 10% discount on local products, and we also have discount on the grade B 20-pound rice as well. So we would urge all Belizeans, all Orange Rockeños, and throughout, if you're from Punta Gorda and you're in Orange you need to visit the Belize shop on 23 Lovers Lane and take advantage of this great sale that we have.
So buying all that rice, 20-pound rice, would be much cheaper from you than from me.
Most definitely, and you would also have attached premium rice on the grade B rice as well. So you need to visit the Belize shop. We're playing to the general public. Visit the Belize shop today on November 18, Black Friday, and every other day that you can. Support your locals, buy local, and as you know, the BMDC encourages our Belizeans to buy local. So why not keep our currency here? You have dollar for value when you enter the Belize shop, and on a day like today, Black Friday, including this special deal, you will not want to miss out on this.
Okay. All right. Do you showcase any, say, apart from the jams and the jellies and the peppers, do you showcase anything else that's locally produced food?
Yes, yeah, we do. We, as Ms. Dema mentioned, we also have cleaning supplies. We have Beemont, we have Tropic Clean from Chemical Specialties of Belize, the Beemont by the Monteros in Benqueviejo del Carmen. Now we have the Green Clean, Green Care products.
What about ketchups or anything like that?
Yeah, we also have ketchup from Little Belize, LB's Fruit Tasties. You guys aren't aware that we produce ketchup here in Belize? Well, you need to visit the Belize shop and you'll be surprised of much more we produce here in Belize.
There's a number of people who are they're very nutrition minded, and I do have some family members who will not eat certain things but prefer to eat grain and prefer to eat dried fruits and prefer to eat a mixture of perhaps some sort of what you call them, the nuts, which during you're kind of a little peckish, you want to eat something, you have these little packs of little nuts mixed with pepito seeds and with different types of nuts that are available locally. Okay, all right. I would love to see some sort of thing like that coming out. Is this the kind of thing that you promote?
Yes, this is the kind of thing that we promote.
Invite people to go into this.
Actually, we're promoting, the BMDC is promoting everything local of quality, and as long as you have a locally produced product, we will urge you to give us a call, and so we can see how we can further assist you in the marketing aspect and see how we can boost sales for you, for these producers, and have your locally produced product of quality in the Belize shop. We would like to have all local products in the Belize shop, so it can be the one-stop location for quality Belizean made product. At this moment, this point in time, we have an assortment products countrywide, locally produced of course, but as we all know that there is much more product out there. So we urge producers, anyone listening, tuning in, watching us, give us a call at 227-3409 or 227-1753, and we'll be happy to see how we can set a meeting and we'll see how we can assist you further and in upgrading, product development, and so forth. But you guys must take advantage of this Black Friday deal that we'll be having at the Depot on 23 Lovers Lane. We'll also be at the Central Park, Queen Elizabeth Park in front of the Town Hall, and I must say I would like to congratulate and give thanks to the Town Council, Orange Rock Town Council, for granting us a space at the Central Park to further promote local products.
That's good. That's very good. How long is it that you've been there at Lovers Lane? You've been there a while.
Yes, we've been there about I would say about 8 years, 9 years.
About 8 years.
But
is it a convenient location?
Yes, it is. And the Belize shop is established about 2 years now, currently up and running, and we're acquiring bit by bit local products to be housed in the Belize shop. So again, producers, you have nothing to lose and so much to gain, give us a call at the BMDC and we can see how we can further assist you in marketing and have your product of quality in the Belize shop.
So people who are producing local food and would like help with marketing and with distribution can also contact you.
Yes, they can.
Because you all have logistics in place to be able to assist them. And not only logistics, but people who are prepared to be able to assist them with the know-how.
I mean, that's what the BMDC is about, right, Dema? We're here to assist farmers, producers, and
we are
agro-processors.
emphasize on all the local products, right? And then enhancement of product development.
Would you like to take this time out to invite people who are producing and to tell people, regardless of what they are producing, and when it comes to food?
Don't hesitate to approach us or to call us. We are more than willing to assist on the helping the product development. We emphasize on the labeling, the packaging. We also do the customer research, the market research. The market research. We at the end of the research, we give you a final report. Where are you standing? Which level of market? In what level you are? And then it's a informative report that we give to the local users.
Free of charge, or are you do you charge a minimum?
No, it's a free charge. It's a free charge to all our local producers, because the corporation is there to assist all the local producers across the country. It's free.
That is just one of the many services that BMDC provides to the local producers and agro-processors.
Suppose I were to say, tell you what, I have so many plantains in my I'm just going to create a scenario here. I have 100 acres and I'm growing plantains. I'm exporting some. I am also, some of them are not export quality. So what I'm doing is I'm frying them and I'm making them, but I have too much. Would you be able to help with this kind of, say, distribution of plantain chips throughout the country?
Well, I mean, yeah. If you're producing even plantain chips, you can give us a call. You have a label and so forth. You give us a call. Personnel from BMDC, I guess myself and Dema would be visiting you, or likewise, you can come over to us, and we will have a product evaluation. We'll give you a scenario and so forth, and then after we'll let you know exactly how we can further assist you.
So that's a yes.
Yes, that's a definitely yes. So you have plantain chips, you have sweets package, you have nuts, as Mr. Emmanuel mentioned, package, an assortment of pepitos, peanuts, and so forth. Locally produced,
that could be used for snacks.
Exactly, locally produced, even dry foods. You have dry foods packed and packaged. You can give us a call. If we haven't identified you as yet, you give us a call. If you're watching, tuning in, listening, you give BMDC a call, and we'll be happy to assist you in facilitating your product in the Belize shop and assist you in marketing as well.
I'm very glad to hear that. Well, you know, we need to be more supportive of our local products, and many times, being who we are, I'm going to be straight up here. We like to think that things that are from abroad are better, and many times those people who are abroad would like to come to us to buy what we have available because they don't like what they have there. But we mentality, everything that comes abroad is better.
It's much more. It's much more than that. It's much more than that, Emmanuel. The people that has had a taste of the quality Belizean products that the country has to offer and the Belize shop has to offer as well, those mindsets are already changed. They know that the Belize product, the locally produced product, are of quality, and they seek the product now instead of going and buying your Smuckers or your other peanut butter for that matter that is imported. Keep it local, much more healthy, eat fresh, buy local.
Thank you very much. Closing words, Daima.
On behalf of the MDC, I want to give thanks to Mr. Martinez and for Belize Morning Show, and going back to the promotions, right? Encouraging all the Belizean people to come out today, Friday. We will be located at the park, and we also have our Belize shop at the number 23 Lanes Lovers Lane. And please come out and para la gente hermosa de Orinjoac y Corozal, por favor les invito que salgan a visitar, a comprar. Para todas las amas de casa, salgan a comprar. Vamos a estar situados en Corozal, en Orinjoac, en el parque, y en Lovers Lane.
Perfecto. Así que aquí una invitación a toda la gente que nos escucha. The Belize Shop, que es parte de lo que es The Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, es el lugar que siempre te has preguntado, que está en Lovers Lane, donde siempre pasa si no entras, o quizás entras. Ve a visitarlos, porque están concentrando en lo que es productos locales. Y muchas veces andas buscando regalitos, andas buscando, por decir, algo diferente, algo que sea absolutamente bueno para tus hijos, jaleas, jugo, mermeladas, salsas, bueno, en fin, todo producto beliceño. Te invito a que entres a conocer el lugar, pero sobre todo a tomar ventaja de las ofertas que tienen en vigencia estos días. Y eso es hoy. Puedes conseguir un descuento de 5 hasta 10% en precios que ya están súper bajos.
Yeah.
Porque Belize Shop siempre se distingue en tener buenos precios. Y si te están dando un 5 o un 10% sobre esos precios bajos, ya bajos, entonces que esto simplemente consiste en una ganga. Así que te invito a que pases a Belize Shop. Ve, toma tiempo hoy por la tarde, hoy por la mañana, y ve a visitarlos y te vas a sorprender.
Yes. I'd like to give thanks to Mr. Emmanuel for having us on the show. Give thanks to the public for viewing and listening to us, radio viewers, TV listeners, and those watching live streaming on the Facebook page. I'd like to invite the public to visit our Facebook page at the Belize Marketing and Development Corporation. Give us a like on our Facebook page. On that page you can see most of the Belizean products we have to offer, services and so forth. I'd like to extend the invitation once more to the general public. Visit us at the Central Park and visit us at the Belize Shop, 23 Lovers Lane. We'll be having mad discounts. You won't regret it. You would have a taste of Belize. We have discounts on the rice as well. We have promotions on the rice, And so you need to visit us. I'd like to, I'm sorry, I know Garifuna Settlement Day is coming up. It's tomorrow. So again, I like to wish all Belizeans a good Beiti Binafi morning, good morning, and I like to say to my mom and dad, Beiti Binafi, Buguchu, Buguchi. Thank you very much, people.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Emil. Well, guys, we have another set of guests coming on very shortly. And but we want to take time out to thank Daima and Emil for their participation on this show. And this is just a final note. We spoke about the wholesale part of the BMDC, which is the dealing in onions or rice and sugar and blah, 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 blah. But they're also having special promotions at what is called the Belize Shop. So, again, mi invitación, visítalos, apóyalos. Compra lo que es producto local. En vez de estar sacando nuestro dinero a otros países, apoya nuestros productores beliceños.
Yes.
Con eso le decimos muchas gracias y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes con más tan pronto estos anuncios comerciales. Vamos a esta pausa.
Bye, local people.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Asking yourself, where can you find quality Belizean-made products? The Belize Shop is the place to be. So come one, come all to the #1 stop for Belizean-made products. Located at 23 Lovers Lane, Orange Rocktown, the Belize Shop, where you can find an assortment of jams, jellies, pepper sauces, cooking oils, honeys, seasonings, ketchup, cleaning detergents, and much more quality Belizean-made products. Remember, buy made in Belize products. The Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, serving the local farmers, producers, and agro-processors of Belize.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
With BTL, paying is easy, rewarding is free, especially when you pay early. All BTL and Digicel postpaid customers who pay their bill 5 days before the due date will be entered into our grand raffle to get a chance to win a 55-inch HD TV, courtesy of Quartz Belize, and 1 year free high-speed internet service. Drawing date December 23rd. Plus, 5 lucky customers will win $100 free credit every month until the final drawing. Visit the office to update your account information, and you can also get extra chances to win. We want you to win, so pay early and get into the raffle. Paying is easy, rewarding is free, only with BTL.
BTL, it's all about you.
Oh my god, like seriously. By the way,
Get the lowest rates to more self, business, and home phones on the country's largest network.
my credit last longer, so I could keep up to date.
Belize. Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Across the country, development and transformation continue under this government. The new Guanacaste roundabout at the junction of the Hummingbird and the George Price highways is complete and one to be proud of. The George Price Highway is being rehabilitated from the Belmopan Junction to Benque Viejo. There will be a new baking pot bridge and upgrade of the Caracol Road. Also, the new Macau River bypass and bridge will be completed by March 2017. In the Belize district, the work has already started from the Hallover Bridge to the Philip Golson Airport, and funding has now been secured for the new link road to span the Belize River, starting from behind Gentrack and coming out at Mile 8 on the George Price Highway. a $40 million UK grant has been secured for the paving and the lining of the coastal road and construction of new bridges. Under this same grant, the Philip Golson Highway will be improved between Orange Walk and Corozal. This government continues to work for the development of Belize. Your vision, our mission.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Today is the 18th of November, and it's exactly 31 minutes after 8. We continue with our show this morning with a new set of guests. Today, it's my distinct pleasure, since tomorrow is the Garifuna Settlement Day celebrations, then we take opportunity today, being Friday, to showcase the Garifuna culture, but also we have invited people to talk to us about the activities that will be going on tonight and tomorrow, and to showcase also some drummers. We have them in the studio already, so don't go away. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome no stranger to the cameras here, Ms. Chantal Casimiro.
Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel. Good
He is
morning.
Assistant Director, Art Coordinator at the Baquitas House of Culture. And also my distinct pleasure of welcoming to the show Ms. Lina Marie Arzu.
Good morning. Good
It's
morning.
a distinct pleasure to have you here with us this morning. Yesterday I did a quick run-up of the historical aspect of the arrival of the Garifuna to our shores, which occurred, I think, in 1802. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And obviously involved all the problems that they went through prior to that. But it's been many years now that we've been celebrating the National Garifuna. I remember the time when the 19th of November was only celebrated in the southern districts.
Down south.
It was in Stan Creek and in Toledo.
Yes.
And then up here we would be celebrating Pan American, Columbus Day. Okay? So, and it was only the three districts, the two districts or three districts, I think, in the north that were celebrating. And it wreaked havoc, really, because you want to do a transfer to a bank down south, or somebody wants to travel, and half of the country was locked down and the other country was open for business. It didn't make for much sense, to be honest with you. So we've done pretty much changes, done a lot of changes, Unfortunately, we have a holiday tomorrow, the 19th of November.
That's right. Even though it's a Saturday.
Even though it's a Saturday. Well, Miss Lena, I know that the Garifuna culture has always been identified as one of the vibrant cultures, one that has been identified as a national, one of the recognized by UNESCO as a vibrant, living culture here in Belize and to be preserved. Okay, of late we've been seeing some sort of decline in the activities, but I don't want to dampen the view there, not yet. But I'm glad to see that there are some efforts in trying to bring it back. Okay, and that's what makes me very, very encourages me. But I'm going to invite you to speak to us about why we celebrate the 19th of November, all the travails that the Garifuna people have been through since, and what it entails. What should we be expecting to see tomorrow?
Okay, tomorrow, Ringdrock is going to be having what we call a Euromai, and the idea of a Euromai is to celebrate to reenact the arrival of the Garinagu to Belize for the first time, when they did it way back at the first time. So we're going to be celebrating the Euromai, and then after that, we're going to be having a Thanksgiving Mass at La Immaculada Church at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, now where will this happen?
The Euromai is going to be, the reenactment of the first arrival is going to be happening at the Banquitas House of Culture.
Mm-hmm. You mean that by the river?
Yes, by the river.
By the riverfront. Okay.
Yes.
So, Chantel.
Well, Mr. Emmanuel, first of all, I didn't get the chance to say good morning to all Orange Kenyans. Buti Binafi. You know, and
which means good morning. Right?
That's right. That's right. And Mr. Emmanuel, one of the main things that we want everyone to realize is that based on the theme that we have this year, it has Garifuna, rich, proud, and powerful. Let us continue to preserve it. And based on that thing, we decided, you know, it's been a while since here in Orange Walktown we have had the Euromai. So what we decided, we need to reach out to the Garifuna within our community, the Garinago within our community, and that's how we have Miss Lena Marie Arzu here with us. I need to give recognition to all the other members too, because preparing for this is not an easy task, so we had to reach out. So Miss Emma Arzu, Miss Rosella Rana, she's also involved with us too, Miss Nirma Young, Miss Makita Anderson, Miss Nelita Doherty, of course she's actively involved with us, Miss Phyllis Sambala, am I missing Mr. Houston Baptist? Am I missing anybody? I think that
no.
That's it, right?
And yourself.
So essentially, you've done is you're forming a committee.
Yes, and
which is I think significant because it's been a while that hasn't happened.
Yes, very much.
And that only brings to light my comment that I made that it's been a while since we have had some sort of concerted efforts to try to continue to showcase these things. I remember. And it's not too long ago when I was a kid. It's not too long ago, I think. And she laughs. When I used to go sleep with drumming. I used to, you know, there was drumming in the Uniontown area and when Trial Farm, and also there were religious activities, and then there were, you know, parades going all the way up to church and so forth, and activities in general. Okay, but then after a while there was nothing going on. So I'm glad to see that at least a committee has been formed
Yes, Mr. Emmanuel, and what we want for the future is to have this community become a Garifuna Council in Orange Walk Town, because countrywide there is a Garifuna Council, and in Orange Walk we don't have any. So that is what we want to change. So this is just a stepping stone. This is the start for us, you know,
Do you have an
reviving it
idea of
back
the
again.
amount of Garifuna living within the Orange Walk?
We have
I have an idea.
We have no idea.
Of the
You have
Kong,
no
but I
idea.
know
We
they
have
have
no
in Trevor
idea.
Farm. We know they have in the in Belize Road. We know they have some in Union Town as well. So to tell you the specific amount, I don't know.
But I think that I'm going to challenge you, because one of the first things that anybody would want to do is know who your people are, you know, and know the extent of support that you can get.
This is our way of reaching out
Exactly.
by showcasing things like this, like the activity that we're having tomorrow. Our people will hear of it, and then hopefully next year we're going to have more involvement. We'll have more people being involved, because it isn't a matter of being invited to be a part of your culture. I mean, you already are a part, so let's join in. Let's join
so
forces.
really what you can do is have announce a line where, or maybe a day when people can just go in and say, tell you what, I'm a proud Garifuna. I'd like you to enlist me and as an existing.
Yes, I was going to say that
I'm just thinking out
yes,
loud
because
here.
we have to open it to all the other Garinaga within Orange Walk Town, because we don't want to say, okay, this is the set Garifuna Council. No, these are the people we reach out to initially. So whosoever is willing to be part and actively involved, because that is what we want, actively involved when it comes to every aspect. It's not just for the 19th, you know, because we want to have Garifuna groups in Orange Walk Town. We want to have our drummers. We want to have dancers. This is just the start, Mr. Emmanuel. I hope you're ready for the wave when it comes.
Well, I will wait to see.
And I believe Libertad, every year Libertad normally have the Euromay, Mr. Emmanuel.
Why
They actually
Libertad?
have.
Why Libertad?
Oh, we have a huge Garifuna community.
Libertad is a Garifuna community.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Was
every
it
year.
was it because of the same tide of migration that happened from down south to the north when the factories were open?
Got that right. It has to do with the factory.
And that might be the farthest north of the Garifuna, among the Garifuna community, right?
Yeah.
Libertad.
Libertad.
Yes, that's what I would want
So you
to
have
believe.
Libertad, and I gather that some of the people who originally came from down south to live in Orange Walk, some of them have stayed, but some of them have also
returned.
Yes, because most of them who came to initially came as educators. And that is how some of them came over to Orange Walk Town too, and with the factory as well. That is based on what my dad, told me about
exactly.
Well, are there any efforts being done to try to begin some sort of documentation of what is going on here?
Yes, actually we had a workshop. I believe, a couple of weeks ago that you attended, Mr. Emmanuel.
That's why.
Yes, with Intangible Cultural Heritage. And actually, the event taking place tonight at Miss Nelita, that's going to be documented by myself and Miss Phyllis. And tomorrow for the Euromay, that will be documented as well by Miss Melissa Guerra and Miss Alexandra Villanueva. So these are the things we want to start to maintain and preserve, because like we said, if we don't have these things documented later on, when it's gonna be lost, and that is something we don't want.
And this not only applies to the Garifuna culture, but it applies to all the
culture across the board.
That's right.
I am a proud Latino, mestizo, whatever, despite the fact that my father my grandmother is originally from Beirut and my grandfather from Damascus, but I consider myself Latino because pues parezco Latino y ya me entiendes, But at the end of the day, I like to do I like the historical aspect of my people, and I like to get involved even more so than what I'm involved. And I noticed that there's a big vacuum when it comes to the documentation of all of the arrival of my great-great-grandfather, Francisco Pancho Escalante, who was a very influential and powerful man way back then, very wealthy. But very little information is available. So, and that was because there's very little documentation of it. So if we can begin to, we can celebrate our culture, but at the end of the day, if we know very little about how we arrived and how we came and who were the original descendants, then we're not giving the full story, are we? You know? So it's very important. It's very important that we make some sort of concerted effort to begin, and the time is now, because we're still within the reach of the memory of a lot of those people who, although you might claim some of them have died, but the tradition goes on.
That's right.
You know, people who have passed on information from one to the other, like my late aunt Tianella, who would sit for hours with me, talking to me about ito tatarabuelo esto, y este uno esto, este uno el otro, and I would be avidly listening and writing on all of this information. And I'm sure that has happened with other people as well. You know, you understand me? So I'm glad to see that these efforts are going on. Okay, and so that is what we're expecting for tomorrow. The Euromay. How is it spelled?
And the thing with Garifuna is that, and I think it also happens in Spanish, the way how words are spelled is not necessarily the way that these words are pronounced.
Yeah, pronounced.
So Euromay is Y-U R-U-M-I-E-N. So it's like Euromain, but you don't pronounce it that way. Euromain.
Okay.
Euromain.
Okay. Well, yes, you're right. It happens in Spanish.
Yes, and Chantel had already given the theme in English, which is rich.
Garifuna, rich, proud, and powerful. Let us continue to preserve it.
Okay, in Garifuna, Risiti, Pantati, Gabafuti, Yurha Meme Wamai.
Okay, so that's what you literally translate.
Yes, that's what the translation is. And so everything that is being done around this time for the reenactment, etc., it's in keeping with this theme of preservation of the culture, because there is much to celebrate among us, the Garinagu. There is much to celebrate. Our humble beginnings way back in St. Vincent, and the struggles that ensued that caused us to be in Belize today, that's a reason to celebrate everything that our people have endured and have gone through. And today, we are a strong people. Even though you were saying a while ago that the activities of the Garifuna, etc., it's declining, but I don't think so. I think a lot of effort is being done to keep us moving.
I made reference to here in Orangewood.
Oh, here in Orangewood.
Yes.
Okay. So as we were talking about the history itself, you know, much have been said. You said yesterday you gave a rundown of the history. So we started way back in St. Vincent, the island in the Caribbean, and we were an amalgamation of three people. There were the Black Caribs, there were the Arawaks, and there were African men. I clearly heard you saying yesterday about the shipwreck that caused the African men to come to the shores of St. Vincent. And they were hid by the Caribs and the Arawaks, so they weren't captured and put back into slavery.
Yes, exactly.
And so a combination and amalgamation of these three people is how the Garifuna started. And then down the road, there was much turmoil happening in St. Vincent at this time, and stemming from that turmoil, our chief leader, Joseph Chatouillet, was murdered. He was killed, and then the Garifuna were rounded up to be deported, to be expelled out of St. Vincent. And that's the beginning of our journey, because, since the leader was no longer there, the people had to find their survival elsewhere. And so they moved from there, and they started wandering along the coast of Central America. Today you can find, or back then and even up to today, you can find Garinagu in Nicaragua, you can find them in Honduras, you can find them in Guatemala, and then finally the arrival to Belize.
I was quite surprised yesterday when I was reading the report, which came, you're right, We came from the National Garifuna Council, and I have no reason to doubt the figures that are being put out by the National Garifuna Council when it says that way back then, when that report was written, there were approximately 300,000 people Garifuna living in Honduras.
Okay.
Which is huge amount compared to 10, 15,000 people in Belize. So you have there 20 times the amount of people
The number
as you have in Belize. And I always thought that in my mind that it was pretty much the same, or just maybe perhaps slightly over, but I was surprised yesterday. Do you keep contact with? Do you have family members been in Honduras
in these places?
In these places,
it's very interesting that you brought that up, because like for me personally, my grandmother she was born in Belize, but she grew up in Honduras. And then she met her husband, who is my grandfather. My grandfather was a Nicaraguan. So he moved from Nicaragua and met his wife in Honduras. And so like my mom is a Honduran because she was born in Honduras. And then later on, the family migrated to Belize. So now that you're asking, do we contact our roots? The answer is no. But my family and I were speaking about sometime in the future the possibility of going probably to Nicaragua or to Honduras and ask about our people and try to trace our roots. I don't know if it's late, but we pledge to make a start, and we pledge to try.
Well, and that's about as much as you can do. Pledge to try. Yes.
Another interesting thing also is that, like, I have to keep referring to Belize that we're trying to do our utmost to preserve our culture. Because, like, for example, where this all began in St. Vincent, Garifunanes is totally dead. The Garifuna in St. Vincent, they don't speak the language, nor do they have any aspect of the culture. Because again, way back, like I was talking about the expulsion of the people from St. Vincent.
So not all of them left. Some of
not
them
all of there were some whom were given the ultimatum: you all can stay. However, you have to renounce that thing of the culture, because then the Garifuna are known for their resilience, for their bravery. They don't succumb to nonsense, slavery, or any of those things. So these people who opted to stay in St. Vincent, they had to give up their culture, so they've lost it totally. I think when Andy Palacio was alive, he was one of a contingent that went to St. Vincent to look after these same roots, and they came back with the information saying, you know what, Garifuna is not existing in St. Vincent.
So they have pretty much assimilated into the other
Yes.
cultures.
So even though their beginnings might have been Garifuna, they no longer
they have pretty much lost their identity.
It's done. It's lost, and that is exactly what we don't want for Belize.
Right.
We don't want that for
What
Belize.
efforts are being done to maintain the language?
Okay, the language.
Is there a school for people to go learn Garifuna, or is it very simply something that is family, where you learn within the family? And what responsibility do the family members have towards their kids? Because obviously, you learn Creole out there easier than you learn anything else.
That is one way of keeping it alive and seeing that the younger generation learn it. We speak it to them, we tell them, we use the common words so that they could start picking it up. But you're asking about, is there a school where Garifuna is taught? As far as I know, there is this school in Dangriga, Gulisi, which is an elementary school where Garifuna is taught, but this is within the
Garifuna community.
It is within the Garifuna community, but the Gulisi is under the primary school ordinance. The children are being taught Garifuna, Yes, not solely Garifuna, but mostly Garifuna at the Golese. And I think also the Garifuna communities, like in Hopkins and
Hopkins,
so on.
I know they would talk to them. Yes, I know.
In
the Hopkins
Garifuna?
primary
So
school.
the teaching is done in Garifuna?
Mostly. But I hope I have this right. The teaching that is happening, the education that is happening falls under the education rules of Belize, but Garifuna is emphasized.
Okay.
It is emphasized. Now you are saying, is the teaching done in Garifuna? The answer is no, because the Golese Primary School is not only for Garifuna children. You will find children from across our different cultures at the Golese. So the teaching cannot be done like solely in Garifuna.
Okay, I understand.
But Garifuna is emphasized.
It's 6 minutes before 9. We will take a break. But before we take that break, we are going to be talking about last couple of weeks. We attended a seminar which was talking about the preservation of the intangible cultural heritage. And intangible being that which you cannot touch, that which you cannot quantify. This is tradition, so to speak, okay? All the practices and so forth, the music,
the folklore,
and the folklore and so forth. So preservation of that aspect of the culture is super, super, super important, okay? And I know that we have some drummers here with us.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to take that break. But before we take that break, I'm going to ask the drummers to quickly give us a little drumming so that we can go right back into that break. Okay? When we return, I've gathered that we have a little bit of... Okay, all right. Andale.
Johnny Briseño and the PUP went to Belmopan to declare all their assets to the National Assembly. But did they declare everything? Yes, Johnny. Bring back the people's money.
Listen up, Belize. Digicel will be launching its brand new 4G LTE network in December of this year. But to enjoy the super fast LTE mobile data speeds, you are going to need 3 things. First, you will need an LTE capable device, Band 2 or 17. If you're not sure whether your device is LTE capable, you can simply check your phone settings. And if you plan on getting a new phone, be sure to ask if the phone is LTE capable and has the right band, 2 or 17. The second step is to change your old SIM card to the new USIM to be able to experience maximum LTE speeds. Beginning November, BTL will swap out the USIMs free of charge for everyone who has a 4G LTE device. All SIM cards will continue to work as per usual, but you won't be able to enjoy the full 4G LTE experience. And the last step? Well, the last step is to get a data plan. Whether you're a prepaid or a postpaid customer, we have plans to suit you. So no one has to miss out on the Digicel 4G LTE revolution. So, LTE capable device, USIM card, data plan. Let's get ready for the December launch.
Mr. Briseño claims that he wants to imprison anyone named in immigration wrongdoing.
Once we get into government, we are going to go through this, and anybody that can be held criminally liable, we are going to hold them liable, and if they have to go to jail, they are going to go to jail. Enough is enough.
But even your name is there. I saw it. For recommending a visa. I saw it. International person. I can't.
I have
but it's there in the visa one. That's my point. It's in the visa one. I think it's I saw it once. I saw it. I saw it.
I did not. I don't remember ever. Please show me the page.
Are Johnny and the PUP ready to lead?
government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Benquevejo Marshalek Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG indoor court and multipurpose facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
Asking yourself, where can you find quality Belizean-made products? The Belize Shop is the place to be. So come one, come all to the number one stop for Belizean-made products. Located at 23 Lovers Lane, Orange Rock Town, the Belize Shop, where you can find an assortment of jams, jellies, pepper sauces, cooking oils, honeys, seasonings, ketchup, cleaning detergents, and much more quality Belizean-made products. Remember, buy made in Belize products. The Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, serving the local farmers, producers, and agro-processors of Belize.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos a vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. We're taking the show to another level. We're bringing in live performance, celebrating the Garifuna Settlement Day here. And this is not just any group that we have in our studios today.
No.
This is a group which has won
Two-time
national
champs.
recognition,
Battle of the
and
Drums.
the Battle of the Drums, and also, well, I didn't manage to get the name right, but perhaps Miss Lena, you can introduce the group, but by the correct name. Yes.
Okay. The name of the group is Liranhuyo Senbei.
Guys, we pass it on directly to Mr. Robert Checky Usher, who is in Studio B, and who is going to take it on from now. Checky?
Tell me you don't know it, Chantel.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Chantel, and thank you very much, Chicky. Thank you very much for that introduction there. And we're looking forward, really, to
Okay,
the significance of the colors.
Okay, when it comes to the flag, it has the black, the white, and then the yellow, and it has to go in that sequence in regards to first when for the Garifuna, for them to come to Belize, it was a struggle. The black symbolizes the hardship and the struggle that they went through. The white has to do with the peace when they got homeland, when they got the opportunity to settle, and that has to do with the peace. And the yellow has to do with hope and prosperity, because after you have your security, then all you look forward is to a brighter and better future. So then the yellow has to do with hope.
Someone was asking as well, why is it that
found out is that along this journey, like I was talking about, when after our people left St. Vincent, and then they were moving along the coast of Central America, in Honduras mostly, a civil war was going on, and then with the Spanish among themselves in Honduras, and the Garifuna joined them in the civil war. And so what I've got to understand is that when Garifuna men would be fighting alongside these Spanish men, they would acquire the last name of these people that they were fighting alongside, the Spanish.
So that's part of the reason.
That's a reason. That's a part of the reason why.
A little while ago, when we asked the young man, we're talking about the education aspect of the Garifuna, and talking about the efforts of the Garifuna to try to preserve their language. And we were informed as well by some of the members that there are schools in Dangriga that do exactly that. And one significant thing is that the word that is being used is la escuela, which is essentially maybe a variant of the Spanish, which is la escuela. Okay.
There are a number of words in Garifuna that are very similar to Spanish.
Really?
Off the top of my head, I can think about onion. In Spanish, cebolla. In English, in Garifuna, cebulla. Basically, almost the same. There is the burial ground for the dead. In Spanish, Campo de Santo. In Garifuna, Gambusando.
It's almost the same thing.
In Spanish, shoes, zapato. In Garifuna, sabado. So there is a lot of similarity.
Even more so with Spanish than with the English language, because the English language really don't know. So the rest of it would be native language.
And
okay.
And
only the incorporation of some of these Spanish words into the language.
Some base of the language is also French.
Some base of the language is also French.
Because that was a native language in St. Vincent at that time.
Okay.
French. Yes.
So really what you're talking now is some sort of Creole version of what was original.
Well, I think it was, remember I spoke about the amalgamation. So the English, Spanish, and the French gave birth to this new language, the Garifuna.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that clarification. And thank you very much for that clarification.
We once went on a
Take on that would be that, in these northern parts of Belize, where we the Garinagu live is concentrated in the south. So it is more symbolic for the language to be taught over there, because over here in the north, the Garinagu are sparse and very few. We're like the minority group. So whereas there might be a start, there might be an effort like by the Banquitas House of Culture, but in schools it would be really difficult. And I can tell you, being a Garifuna myself, I can tell you that written Garifuna is no easy feat to read it.
Really?
Yes, you see, right now you had those words in front of you, Emmanuel, and were you able to
pronounce them?
No. Because written Garifuna is a challenge.
You see, saying that, it is a challenge.
I strongly agree with that. And one of the things too that we did do at Banquita Source of Culture this past summer was that we taught with the Maya language. And I do believe that all languages across the board should be taught. It doesn't matter your geographical, location. I believe all of us should want to, especially myself, I must say that I would like to learn our language, especially mine, much more, because I'm not fluent. And those are the things too that we need to preserve. And like you said, when you move away from where your roots are, sometimes that is where you lose the culture and the actual language, and that is something we need to bring back as well. So I do believe it is important that we learn to talk the language. To highlight that, though, I must mention that I need to give special recognition to Bishop Martin, some of the young girls as well.
You mean the high school?
The high school. They will be participating in our mass tomorrow, and I went there and we had a rehearsal of one of the songs. So they are learning, but through song, through music, which I believe that is much easier, So they are learning. They learned the song Agamba Mawe.
Agamba Wame.
That's it. So the guys know it. So yes, so we're gonna have that tomorrow. So these young girls had the opportunity to learn that, and I believe other songs too. So maybe those are the ways we can try. We have to find different angles how we can teach the language.
All right, we'll be listening to the music. Let's hear some. It's different songs that
It's
they were
different
playing.
songs.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much called a medley.
Yeah, a medley of different songs. But you see,
So good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Morning. Hello.
We are listening, ma'am. Need to know your radio one comment. It's one thing for people to play music, another thing for people to play music and enjoy playing the music. I saw you enjoying playing the music. I saw you enjoying singing. And I must say hats off, because it's not often that you find that. What they're doing, and you clearly were enjoying what you were doing.
I will have a big up here from St. Bite. Sorry, Manuel.
Sugar City, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Am I right?
Yes, you are, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to go up there and say, make it Bailey. This is a hashtag because I'm real popular.
Calling from,
So all the way to St. Bite, people say, right? So we're going to do a good job and keep.
And thank you very much, guys. But we've done nothing gonna done yet. We'll call you right back in. Central to the Garifuna community is the belief and the respect for the ancestors. I think that all the music celebrates this pervading theme. And the Garinagu retain their very strong spiritual connection with past generations of any family through a ritual called Dugu. Now, I was in St. Bite some many years ago. I was in St. Bite. I was staying in Placentia, and then we took a ride up to St. Bite, and we took part in a celebration, which I enjoyed incredibly. Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I'm on the talk show.
You are on the talk show, ma'am. You're live. You are live, ma'am. Go ahead, please.
I'll be up there, boys.
Yes, ma'am. Please do that.
I'll be up there.
Very much.
Countrywide. This show is
Yes,
countrywide.
this is it's countrywide. Okay. Tomorrow we're gonna have the celebration. Will it finish there at the Banquitas House of Culture, or will there be any other activities?
From the Banquitas, we process over to church.
To church.
Yes, for Thanksgiving Mass.
Now, most of the Garifuna are Catholics. Is there any reason why that is so? Or is it not so anymore?
Yes, it is.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning. I want to big up my Shadow right. I want to big up the end. Good morning.
Good morning, man. You're on live. You're on live.
Nadelisha. Yeah, it's in my over now.
Okay, great. Thank
Next good message here. Say happy birthday to you guys. He said, I am a mestizos, but mestizo.
So good morning.
Yes, hello, good morning. I would just like to extend a heartfelt thank you and appreciation to these very good
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I go so heavy title, ba? Chantel, microphone, please. Thank you.
After church?
Just to address the question that you had earlier, why Catholicism?
Certainly.
Because at the time of settlement, the Catholic Church were here in Belize, and then they were, according to them, converting people. That was the predominant religion. And so the Karenago
Pretty much accepted the religion.
yes, together with the traditional practice of Dugu, which is also a religion for us, then we also adopted Catholicism. So most of us today are still Catholic.
Will we be having the choir singing the songs tomorrow in church?
This same group, the Liran Hussein Baidi, will be.
Are you gonna be? They're gonna be there.
Yes, they are going to be providing the accompaniment.
So it's gonna be something not to miss.
Definitely, you need to be there.
Well, it's an open invitation to everybody
Well-
here in Orange Walk, and also not only from Orange Walk, but from surrounding villages and countrywide. If you would like to come to a mass and help us celebrate the National Day, the Garifuna culture, and especially with a young, vibrant group like we just had and listened to, I think that is going to be an experience that you will never forget.
You can't miss it.
Well,
Okay.
Mr. Emmanuel, to wrap up on my end, I must give once again recognition and thank you to the girls from Bishop Martin High School, Mr. Errol Cadle, because he's assisting us with the boats for tomorrow for the Euromay, and Hernan Perez, because our event tomorrow will be photographed completely, so we're going to have an official photographer out there tomorrow. And guys, if you have witnessed everything here based on our drummers, this group is a wonderful group, and it shows two-time champs. Hello, what can you expect? So they're going to be with us tomorrow for the Euromay. They're going to be the ones singing for us in the mass tomorrow. So Orange Walkenians, this is your opportunity. No need to catch a bus to go down south. It's taking place here in Orange Walk Town. Remember, the Euromay is 6 a.m. in the morning tomorrow at the Banquitas House of Culture. Please be sure to be on time because you're going to miss the experience. We're going to leave with a procession. And let me give you the route, just in case you would like to be parking to witness the procession. It's going to be Hospital Crescent, the Queen Victoria Avenue, Baker Street, and then we go straight into the church. And the church mass, the Thanksgiving mass, will start at 9 a.m. because, hey, as Garinago, we are grateful. And the arrival, we were thankful for it, so we have to end off with a Thanksgiving mass. And that will be our contribution as the Banquitas House of Culture. And, I have to also give thanks to Mr. Carballo, who's going to be our superintendent or the governor for our Euromay tomorrow. So, Mr. Juni Carballo, thanks very much for joining us. So, Orange Walk, you have something to do tomorrow. Mark your calendars. In fact, put your alarms on, and we hope to see you tomorrow morning.
After the church service, what happens after the church service?
That's all Banquitas is offering, Mr. Emmanuel. I wish you could have had these guys. However, what time are you guys leaving tomorrow? So if anybody would like to book the guys and want them to be performing, I believe that's an opportunity for you as well.
But I also gathered that a number of people are cooking and offering their food to the general public for sale. I gather, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, I know the Flores family, Miss De Pascual.
Yeah,
they're
well,
gonna be
Miss
selling
Naomi
food.
won't be cooking again.
Not this year?
Yeah, she was going to be cooking, but
Put it to the test.
front there right now, come. Corner front there.
Party chats.
Yes, I'm happy to have been on this panel this morning, sharing, and I'm looking forward to more involvement from us here in Orange Walk to preserve the Garifuna culture. So happy 19th to you all, and thanks again. Thanks for having me.
Most welcome. You're most welcome. And Chantel, last.
Well, I must end off by saying happy Garifuna Settlement Day to all Garinago countrywide, and I am more than proud to say that I'm a proud Garifuna woman. And we are ready to celebrate tomorrow. In fact, starting from tonight at Miss Nelita.
Wow.
So then immediately after, straight to the Euromay. So no need to sleep, Mr. Emmanuel. Celebrations.
Well, on a personal note, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you, Chantal.
Thanks for having us.
And thanks to Cindy, to the Banquitas House of Culture.
Right.
My gratitude to the group. You are an excellent group. You make us proud. And I'd like to take time out now to wish everybody a safe Garifuna Settlement Day. And to the people, to the Garifuna, to the Garinagu collectively, I'd like to say, make all efforts to preserve your culture. You know, we have seen other cultures lose their heritage. We have seen them lose their practices. God forbid that would happen. And I'm proud of you guys for taking on, because importantly, these are youth, these are young members taking on the job of preserving the music and fostering the culture. So hats off to you guys. Checky, can we finish off the program with more music?
Yes, thank you, David. Take it away, guys.
I just want to big up my granny. That the general that. Grand ladies. I love you, man.
And for the people are seeing Bite and Dan Riga where they watch, if you never see the whole show, it repeats tonight at 9 o'clock on this same channel. And if you want to see it on YouTube, you can go on YouTube anytime and you can see it. So take it away, guys.
Nina, Roma Namule. Yamuchoba, where you know, Gabriel, where they were.
Sugar City Morning Show.